Hello you wonderful lot, it's Gran here with another episode of Vintage Story from the Rusty Gears server. Now then, as I promised in my last video, this is the session we got from Quentin all about his chisel tools. I found it absolutely fascinating and I learned loads of new stuff. So let's have a look what he showed us.
We should set up a classroom with a chalkboard and chisel desks and everything.
There you go. Did you have a
chapel?
Give me a stick to wrap your knuckles with if you're not paying attention.
Did you have the you had a paintbrush in the toolkit, didn't you?
Yeah. Not the Jonas one,
yes.
but I got the other one.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna start working on the Jonas one. I think I've got.
It's just two of any Jonas part and the steel paintbrush. But you kind of need, like I have the plain one you gave me, and you do want both because you don't want to waste the Jonas paintbrush.
Okay.
Where a regular paintbrush will do. Because I made the cost pretty high to use that thing.
All right, so I just made the Jonas paintbrush. Let's see if it interacts with the item rarity mod RPG. Yes, it does. It's only common.
Does that affect the
So we're making
durability?
another one.
Yes. And then we need a bucket with paint in it, don't we?
Yeah, you'll want a couple different buckets of dye. Definitely white than any other color.
Gran, hold still. Here's you a paintbrush.
Uncommon. Who got the
Uncommon
best one?
paintbrush. I got uncommon. Nice.
Steel though, so it's he's using he's not.
I got a
cheaping out
legendary.
on it.
Oh, nice.
So I'll show you. I'll throw this over to you. Start here with Gran. That
my
is
gosh.
the Jonas paintbrush.
That's the
All
special.
right. Made this one paintbrush some Jonas parts on a whim. It crackles with weird energy when I have a bucket
spider.
of dye. What does this do? Oh. I'll pass this round here.
Yeah.
Sid.
All right, be careful
There you
with that. So what the paintbrushes do is whatever's in slot 1, it will try and replace the targeted chisel with that. So if you have something in there, then it might delete it and try and turn it into a material.
Oh, all right. I'm moving my things up then.
But then if you have buckets of dye, it will try and use a creative color block that somewhat matches that bucket of dye.
Ah.
And then the Jonas one is special. I'll have to show you that one. It also interacts with the dye. On the newer versions, you could push P and it brings up your whole chisel portfolio.
Ah.
So can you save things from one world and bring it into another?
Yes, you can. Actually, you could save your stuff from this world and go into a 119 world. The file format has not changed.
That's what I want, to be able to transfer stuff from one world to another.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. I've been waiting for that.
And in the newer ones, the new version has an actual GUI that you can see what the block will look like if you were to paste it
Oh.
That's helpful.
with the
Yeah.
material set.
Definitely.
Now the thing when you save right from here, you have to do commands. It's .pf and then save and then a file name. And then if you have a pantograph in your hand, it will save whatever is in the pantograph to disk. And then there's a pf load that loads it in. Oh, there's some dye.
Yeah.
Do we have a clay paintbrush? It's got
A
normal
plain one?
paintbrush. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Start with that so you can see the difference. All right, so I have the yellow bucket is in slot, the first slot, not your offhand slot, but slot 1. So, and it's full of yellow dye, so I'm just gonna I'm targeting like this white patch on the spider,
Ah.
Oh, right.
then it's turned it there. So then if we grab a different color, now I'm gonna target like that brick texture.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's okay. Now that's the Jonas paintbrush. Here, let
That's
me-
the Jonas one.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Uh-oh. is it not going back?
Control Z.
That doesn't work with the paint. I have undo in some of the things. All right, let's see if this will work. Okay, there we go. Oh, it did work, but it didn't show up on my screen right away. It was a bit lagged, I guess. All right, so this is regular paintbrush. So it's changing whatever my crosshair was on.
It's replacing the material.
Yes, that you've
Okay.
targeted. Now,
So not the
let me
texture,
think,
not-
actually, if it depends on the version. If I shift-click... Oh, it did work. So now in the list of that spider's material is the third color, because I shift-clicked it. So it's
Ooh.
instead of opening up the menu with the chisel and adding it, that shift-click adds it for you.
Oh, okay.
Also
So
Like I
handy.
said, it's a good job that Punk's logged off, because that would have brought on his Australian trauma, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So to say there's an orange there now available.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Now the newer
Grant, is your-
version.
Grant,
has
is your
more.
wheels turning?
My wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In your
head.
brain. Thinking of what you can do with that.
It's amazing. I
So
think
I
it's
guess
really
in general,
cool.
you've probably used the pantograph, I assume by now, but,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you know how it works. It replaces only the materials.
I don't know about Grant.
It doesn't
I think
care.
it's
It doesn't
probably
care
a
about
lot
the
more.
materials that are there. It
Mhm.
goes by the order that they're in.
Right.
Now the newest version, you can actually, I could, if I had all this dye in my inventory, I could pantograph that and then paste it, and it would automatically draw all the dye from my inventory or other materials and do a complete paste, which is pretty handy.
I do have to tell you one thing. Around me, it's not automatic. It's automagic.
Did we get the white dye, or is it still?
Still working on it. So
Okay.
I can't use the pantograph to grab the shape, right?
The pantograph, that's what it does. It grabs the shape. If you
But it won't
push F, and
Yeah.
it brings up the menu.
Mhm.
Or actually, with the pantograph, left click will always take the picture,
Right.
and then right click will do whatever the mode says. So let's say we.
So I was trying to get it to go on this plaster. It wouldn't go.
So I'll show you the trick that I always use the pantograph. So I've taken a picture of the spider,
Okay.
and now I'm using the biggest mode to erase half the spider. So I'm going to take a picture. So pretend this is how you started it, right?
Okay.
Now I'm going to mirror it with the chisel.
Uh-huh.
And in the pantograph, there's an add shape mode,
Oh yeah.
and that merges two shapes together. So then if I paste it
Ah.
back, oh, that didn't
Oh.
work. Or did it work? Is it
It
showing
worked.
up?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just lagged. It does that sometimes. Yeah, for me it still shows. Actually, I bet if I just tap this thing. There we go. It's back. So it's a good way to merge stuff, or if you're trying to do, like, say, this plaster, when I'm making, like, a column, I'll just delete all that and then do the one corner, and then I do that trick, like, take a picture, and rotate, and paste, and then picture, rotate, and paste, and then you've got your...
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, you wouldn't do that probably for that simple of a column, but...
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of things it'll work for sure.
Yeah.
I guess I'll show you. Have you used the hand wedge?
Yeah. I've used.
I
that.
do.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's the one that'll let you rotate on all the axes. So especially like if you want this spider going up a wall, you can.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah,
it
so
goes
here's-
by what like if I target the top, it's gonna rotate around the top axis. Whoops, I switched
Yep.
tools.
You gave him a nose.
Something to boop.
And it's the
Spider
same
nose.
if you go over to the mirror mode and you click on the top, then it mirrors it vertically.
Cool.
Oh,
Which is, I don't
right,
know
I'd not
why
done
the
that before.
chisel can't do that by default. It only does it around one axis, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Then of course, like if you take this, if I take this and upend it there. Double spiders. So then the hand planer, I don't know if you've used that one. Oh, it only has 2 modes on this. So the first mode will just delete an entire plane. See how it's... See, I'm still getting... Oh, there we go. Or if you put it in the second mode, it will delete all of one material. So if I hit the blue, then it's going to leave. But the best way to use this is usually you're starting a block and you want your, like... Whoops. You want your single voxel layer or whatever. Whoops.
Bye-bye. It's back.
Yeah, there is an undo function on these, but it only goes one level.
All right, here's the white.
All right. So this is where it gets fun. This is where you need the Jonas paintbrush. So let's we'll grab this yellow. So I'm going to tag the... I guess it doesn't matter what color it was before, but I'm going to hit it with that. So you see this is a glow block.
Oh, look at that.
Which means this isn't actually emitting light. It's just if it was dark in here, you could see it. But then if you hit it again... Where's the... What did I just do to... Oh, never mind. The way it works is if you hit this yellow now with the white, now it is... It kind of powers up the glow. And now this is a full glowing, like a light emitting block. Let's go over... Let's see if we can get it out of the way. It doesn't always... It's like the other lighting. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
You need a darkened area.
I've done I got an area. Follow me.
I'm going to say we're probably all running around with backpack lanterns in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Took
of
mine
course. Yeah.
I took mine off.
I'll take mine out as well.
Oh, even in here, we should be able to see it
Yeah.
somewhat. You can sort of see it. So you get your different colors. And then let's get another block here. Let's just use this. So if you just hit it with white right from the start, then you get a pure white light emitting block. So it's using 1/10 of a liter at a time, I think.
So what's the light level coming off of that block? Is it 15?
Can't remember.
Is that Alt F3? Nope.
Does it say? Let me just look at my files here. I know it used to be, I just straight up used the creative block, but then that completely invalidated every other light source in the game.
Yeah, so Control F3 is bringing up, but I don't see, I thought light was on there.
I think it's, I'm trying to think if it's less than a lantern, but higher than a...
The mining lantern's 24.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not that bright. It's a special, that's the one block, this light block, that if you remove chisel tools, then you'll lose, that block will be a question mark.
Yeah.
It looks like it's only 16, if I'm reading that right.
So that would be like a standard torch.
Oh, one of them
starts at
12.
15.
That's odd. Oh, okay. I always thought of putting that...
to head out. Unfortunately, we have to head out. Quentin, I just want to say thank you again for visiting our server and for the lovely words you said about my builds and stuff. And I'm sure I'll catch the Rabble crew at some point. But thanks again for visiting the server today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for having me.
See ya, Andy.
Go.
Night,
Bye,
Andy.
Andy.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.
See, I told you, Lancashire.
It's oh yeah, it's
do
nice
this
and late
one.
for you guys. But 10 o'clock at night for you guys.
Shift click.
It's
Almost.
just
Yeah.
yeah, just after 9.
Fine.
Oh, wait. It's not a chisel block yet. Is it on there? Oh, it is on there. Okay. So of course you can make actual lamps and stuff now.
What is that?
Gosh, I'm still trying to.
That's
open
what
the
I was
new-
just. That's what I was just thinking for chiseling some ceiling lights. That would be
Yeah,
nice.
that would be really
Yeah.
nice.
Because Gran needs a couple of ceiling lights where she's got those lanterns that kind of stick it down a little too far. I think they'd look really cool.
Oh, there it is. Large. Oh shoot! I can't load in some of mine because in this old version you can't put spaces in your file name because it doesn't know. How to... Never thought of that. Oh, I could fix
So
that.
for those on stream, yeah, there's a newer version of tools, chisel tools, that has different functionality. We're still on 1.18.15 for the server, so we don't quite have all the functionality, but
yeah, it's quite a bit more actually.
yeah, a lot of functionality there.
If you want to find somewhere that's nice and dark, the attic up here is pitch black.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rename this.
Oh yeah.
Can't help but rummage around in the attic, can you? It's just in the attic.
See what you can find up there. I'm gonna.
Very tempted
I need
come
to
down
bring
with a
in.
pile of clutter and just.
There we
What
go.
I need to do is I need to get my
Oh, look
my
at
hero
that.
grind statues from last year and
Yeah.
stick one up
Oh,
there.
that is gorgeous. I like that.
That is cool.
Wow.
So what you're doing with this, you'd probably want to chisel like the second material with dirt and then change it or whatever, and then change the light later. Same with glass. It's a lot easier to add the glass later than it is to.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Sid, I had ideas for replacing the lamps on your street lamps. So
Yes. And I was actually wondering whether we could make it look like they've got a firefly inside the middle. So like a dome
That's-
with
Yeah, you probably could.
little- just
Like
a
a
tiny
fire-
little light emissive bit that looked like fireflies or something.
Alright,
that's what I
change
was
that
planning
to
on doing
glass.
with the actual luminous glass, though, so it actually emits light.
Oh, this
Which
emits
is-
light also.
Yeah,
That's
it
what we're
does.
checking.
If you've used the white dye on it, then it will emit light. It's like a two-step process.
Ah.
Well, this is not ideal to
Right.
chisel on top of the glass. Actually, the glass doesn't even show it up. It's
No.
probably be just as easy to not put glass in. And you will find when you load in a room that this light may not be emitting light sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
I had
very,
that with one of the statues where I put the light emitting glass, the glowing glass in the actual
Yeah.
thing.
Okay,
When
so it's not just mine. That's good to know.
Yeah. No, when I took the statue away, the glow remained. So when you left it, there was still a yellow glow there. I had to reset it with putting a lantern down in the area just to.
I'm trying to think if there's any other tools. Well, there's the ladder maker, but that literally just it makes your chisel block climbable.
Oh.
So you could, let's see, I'm running out of jump blocks here. So you could like stick this here. Whoops. Oh, here, let's use the hand planer. And you could actually just make this entire wall a ladder too.
A ladder.
Yeah. So if I hit that with the ladder maker, you hear the little sound, and you can climb up it now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of the start of the decorative objects. I have the same thing, but for paths. And this doesn't use up ladders. I always meant for it to use up ladders, but I just forgot to do it.
Do
The
we have
path
anything?
one.
Do we have anything in the latest versions or planned for doors? So we have chiselable
Oh!
doors.
Wait a minute. Is this not part of... Okay, I could show you the chisel door tool too. Just a second. Need some more building blocks. What do we got?
One of the things I think would be cool is if you could actually make a door that looked like, say, cobblestone. So
Yeah,
you've
I've got
hidden-
some,
your hidden- your
I'll
hidden
just
door.
grab some of these logs, I guess.
I said I've got some cobblestone here too if you need it.
So this
Oh, this is the I've
this is the
spotted that
chisel
on the
door. This
control.
is a bit fiddly. I'm actually not super happy with how it works. But I've never figured out a better way yet. There was a guy way back when that had a mod that you could just add chisel blocks onto a door and it was animated. All right, so this is just your door, right? I'm going to take the pantograph, and if you push F, there's an assigned closed door. I almost have to share my screen.
Oh, I've
maybe.
seen that. Yeah, I wondered what that was.
I'm showing it on my screen also.
So I'm going to right click here, and then I'm going to go up and right click this one.
Assign closed door model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now see if I right click, it's appearing and disappearing. And then the next one is the connect. Well, there's assigned open door model, which if you have something in your, well, let's just do it, I guess. Let's see here. Let me, I hope I'm not using rare wood or anything. This one requires a bit of prep work, right? Like, because you have to.
There are so many uses. If you've got what you click on it and you get
You
the
can
open
animate
door
it, yeah.
model. Oh man.
I have made silly little animated things before.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
make a little jack in the box or whatever.
Yeah. There. All right, so I'm going to copy it. And now I'm using the assign open door model. Doesn't really give you much feedback, but now you can see, oh, it changes the material too.
That's interesting. That's a dupe.
So then the third one is connect door tool. So I'm going to, whoops.
So, presumably, so you get the double.
Right click, and then
Oh,
I
no.
right click on one, and then I'm going to, left click on the other. There we go.
That's amazing.
So that just tells it to rotate together. So you can do, I can't remember, there is a hard limit, but it's pretty high. It's like 30, but the way, like it works, but you will slowly go mad if you try and make a giant door. Like I had one that was like a giant roll-up garage door, but then it required some to be empty. I can't remember how you say that it's empty. I think, let me see. Assign closed door model. I think if you control click, let's see if that did it. I don't know what I've done. Maybe it's shift click? Oh, there we go. So I've shift clicked it, and now the closed door model is actually an empty block. So I could say this one is I'm going to shift right click.
Which option are you shift clicking on? Shift right clicking with?
Well, it depends. If you want the open door to be empty, which is what the default is, then you do it with that.
Gotcha.
But you will notice there are a few bugs that are really annoying that I've never been able to fix. If I put these chisel blocks, do I have an axe? I do. If I put these right beside here, you kind of get like a weird X-ray thing going on sometimes. See here at the bottom?
Yeah, you've got no depth to it.
Yeah. It hasn't told this block to redo its shape.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So one workaround is to make this part of the door, and I think that will work.
I like how you use the word workaround. I'm thinking of exploit, but whatever.
I think the problem was when you get to a really big door, if this one is saying, okay, I'm open now, so update that. But if that's part of the door, then it will tell the other ones to update, and then it just...
I'm just thinking of the in quotes secret room that
Yeah, you could totally have a secret room.
Go
Yeah,
for,
nice.
and in a game where everybody can just dig through the walls.
Yeah. And you
Little
can do
cobblestone
animations and little two-frame animations. I've done that a couple of times. Oh, and the other thing I guess you can do. Okay, if I break these, they should just turn into normal blocks again. Let's see. There we go. So what was I doing? I can't remember now. I seriously just completely blanked what I was going to show you. Oh, I know what it was. Okay. So we'll grab another block. Say we do, let's bring this down to All right, so I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to need a copy of that too, aren't I?
Yeah, that lantern definitely emits some light when you put it in a dark space.
Okay. The trick too is to make sure you're in the right mode, or you're going to have a bad time.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Quick and dirty here. Okay, so I am going to. Let me think here. Okay, first I'm going to make them all doors. I'm assigning closed door model to all 5 of these. And then I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to assign open door model. Make sure that works. It's kind of like an animated switch.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm going to link them all together with the connect door tool. So I'm right clicking on these 4 doors, and then I'm going to left click, which tells it that that's the last one. So now
I can see in the
you can see how
also it shows what's connected to it.
Yeah. So if we had oh, these are age logs I'm tearing through.
Right, we got lots of ruins.
So there you
that's
got like
nifty.
yeah, you got
Look at
so there's
that.
all sorts of chicanery I guess you could do with it.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
Immediately
That really
thinking,
is.
I'm immediately
One
thinking
thing you will see is sometimes drifters and stuff might wander right through it. And I think that's just a sync issue.
No,
So it does show in the tooltip. It shows the state closed, controlled by, at least in my tooltip, controlled by, and it's using the real world, not the map.
Oh yeah, that's actually I should fix that. That's pretty simple fix, but something.
So for those on stream who don't know, you have your map coordinates, which will put you at it is in relationship to spawn, but then your real world coordinates are based upon the world size that you've set up.
Yeah, it's what the computer is looking at.
Yeah.
I should actually fix that. I should make a note. Actually, I have it open, so I'm just going to put that in my notes. That'd be a very old bug then, because I know I've never fixed that.
Yeah. Punk just said he needs this. Yeah, Punk, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
So you could
a knot in the wood that you just push.
Let's see.
So it's literally
How-
one voxel.
Should show
how far can the link work?
It's pretty far. I think I did add just because I was concerned about. Oh, I don't know if there's a limit on the distance. Let me look. I almost have to look at my code because I cannot remember. What is this thing called? I think it's called a panagraph. I don't know. I'd have to get back to you on that.
No worries. I'll test it. I'll let you know.
Yeah. There is I believe I put a limit on how many you could add to, just because I was concerned about. It's kind of an arbitrary limit, but it's like 35 or something. I did have someone ask me recently if that could go up. I'm like, are you crazy? Have you actually been doing that?
Can you use the wedge at this point and then shift these doors These simulated doors, can you shift them and move them?
I think that you can. I think you have to repaste. I think it might work,
Okay.
but then when you... Well, let's try it. No, it ignores it.
Okay. But
I
if
think
we were
some of the
to...
tools, like the chisel, might work. Let me see. No.
But you could have them. You could have this. Punk's asking if you could have the simulated doors flush to the front of the log.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just...
Yeah.
Oh, you can take a copy of it. So let's get another block. Stop using your aged wood.
Yeah. Go ahead and use the ebony, please, with the purple heart.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you can just it doesn't really care. Like, it's called a door tool, but really it doesn't care what you're making.
So you can make a door out of anything. Stone.
It's just shifting between two states. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really doing. So we could do that.
Is there a limit on the range between the controller?
Yeah,
That's what we're gonna
you
find out.
asked. I'm not sure.
So you can just.
So I can
click on it
assign a
with your-
new closed door model, and then when you activate it, oh, okay.
So you can just make the block, and you're just clicking on it like a regular door, right? And that's what switches between the states, correct?
Yeah.
So I could make a lamp, and just you click it to turn it on and off.
Yes, you could. I don't know how the lighting would do.
Well, I plan on using the luminous glass, so I'll have to experiment with that a little bit.
And this one, like, I made this like a switch but it's just for looks. It doesn't care which block you're copying on.
That's amazing. Yeah, can't wait to try it.
I thought it was a can-can dancing log.
The other question I had was for the Jonas paintbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Is it only the white that causes the illumination, or is it
Yeah,
any?
if you don't use white, then you get the glow, which has no
No light illumination.
Oh, did you find a painting?
Yeah, it's over in the other
Okay.
building.
Oh yeah, when you break the door blocks, they turn back into chisel blocks. So that's the other thing. You can't like copy them easily and move them around. You have to set it all up all over again.
Oh, it's the Avatar painting.
No. So you don't mind losing this painting?
Nope.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not 100% sure this will work, but we'll find out.
I'll steal another one from Sid. He's not watching.
Fireclay. Oh no, I won't.
need
Chisel
to.
fireclay bricks.
Help yourself. There's a chest full of them.
What are you looking for, Quentin?
Anything. I got something.
Anything. Okay.
All right. I'm not sure if this will work because I don't remember. Find out very shortly. No, it. Oh, it does.
Oh,
There we go.
wow.
Awesome.
Look at that.
There is a whole bunch of different things you can do, and results may vary.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've
So
done
if
this on like a. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's some paintings that are 2x1.
Yeah,
able to
it's
do it
just
on
that I
that.
can't remember. Some of them it picks apart, and some of them you end up with something you don't like. The tapestries are really weird because it'll show some random bit of one of the tapestries, no matter which one.
Oh, you can use the tapestries this way too.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, sorta.
So this lets you get your. Where's my planer tool? That's what I want. So if you don't have a
Look at that.
full wall, you can actually. I've used this in one of my builds to.
That's nice. Yeah, because I don't like building. I mean, I don't mind building with a full 1x1x1 block, but I do like to offset because I like my textures and I like my variability in the size of it. So this would allow you to hang paintings up on blocks that are less than.
Yeah, and you can merge
full block.
paintings. It's too bad there wasn't.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
2
you
by
want me
1.
to see what happens with this? Okay. I'll just merge it into this block and we'll see how it goes. Oh wait.
So
Now, so the dangerous thing, you need to pay attention to what's in slot 1 because it's going to try its best to eat that block. Oh, did that even? I don't think that worked. I don't think it liked that one.
So it's only on block 1.
Your first slot.
The first
Let me
slot.
try
Okay.
this on another empty block, and we'll see if it works. So I think there's been some bug fixes and stuff. So. But yeah, the important thing to know is it will eat blocks. Oh, okay. So the shift click doesn't always work. So what has that done? I don't remember what the painting looked like now. Is that the whole painting and squished? I think it might be.
I brought the other one, shouldn't I? The original. Do you want to go going on?
Last day, yeah, it's not squished. It's using,
It's either squished or it'll be clipped.
yeah, it's clipped. It's using the left side of the painting.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't look like it wants to. Oh, I know how we could get 2 paintings on there. We could probably add. If you want to eat another painting, I guess if you have better runes, you probably have lots of paintings. So I think now if you hit that with the paintbrush, then it would turn to the other. I know I've made multi-painting blocks. It's too bad there wasn't one more resolution for the chisel, then it would match the resolution of the painting. Well, not this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gran would really like it if we didn't go down to what would it be, 32 voxels per edge.
Gran, did you see how he did
Care
the
if
painting
I
over here?
burn a piece of copper?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, go ahead. So now it looks like you've got like a partial
there,
form
so you
painting
get-
there.
Yeah.
On the side. Actually, there's is there a full copper roofing block anyways, or is there?
Copper roofing.
Is there a full block?
I'm looking. I know you've got the copper block.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is a copper
Oh.
shingle block.
I know one. I think vines will work, but they're
Oh. Over here.
but they get a little screwy with the clipping.
Wild vines.
Yeah, there was
Where
vines, and
you
what
at?
was one of the other bush? Some of the flowers they can technically do it, but they're really, really weird. Let's go. Let's hit this one, I guess. Is this chisel
it.
block yet?
If you're about to make a mossy cobblestone block, I'm going to be so excited.
Now, there's one that if you.
Wait, where'd it go?
I haven't done it.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
The block is missing.
Yeah. Well, I replaced it. I didn't.
Look at that.
So you will see, like, if this is up against a wall, you'll
Yeah.
want to leave like one voxel, like plane off one voxel. Otherwise, you won't see the wall. Here, let's.
Oh, gotcha.
rotate. Oh no. Before I do this, is this the one that will crash the game if I rotate it? No, this one's fine.
Nope, we're good.
Oh,
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 nope,
oh.
we're gone.
Oh no.
No.
So, anyways, you can use the block, just don't rotate it.
So you were talking about if you want to do a vine block on a wall. So if I were to put that on there, and then I used, where'd my wedge go?
Yeah, just don't rotate it.
Yeah, don't rotate it. And I knocked that. Oh, not the hand planer. Where'd my hand planer?
Oh yeah, the planer. Yeah, where's my planer?
Not the wedge.
A really
I have my
cool
hand
one
planer.
to use is the amethyst crystals.
Yeah. So get that down to 1, like that. And
Is that
then
one
we want
right
to.
now, or is that 2?
Yeah, that's 1. And then who's got a paintbrush? I want to try this.
Here.
Ah.
Oop.
Okay, I got it. So
Everyone's coming
using-
back in from crashing.
Takes me ages to get
So
back into
the-
game. Okay.
when there's no option for the paintbrush, right?
No, you just put the vine. The only option is sometimes you can shift click to add it as a material. But I think for some of these screwy ones, you have to directly replace the material. That might be fixed in newer versions.
There it is.
Oh, it does show the brick behind it.
Yeah. So it basically replaced the texture of the cobblestone. It still says cobblestone, but it replaced the textures with
that's generally
multi-layer.
How
A multi-layer image of the
you have
vine.
2 wild vines on there somehow. That's weird.
Yeah, I shift clicked one and then I just regular clicked
Oh,
another
okay.
one.
So I think if you get that, and then maybe I can paintbrush that. No. Oh, it changes them all.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but now the wild vine is actually the second material, so you could...
Bring it out individually in different spots.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab my... I don't have my
Now I'm trying to think.
chisel with me.
But this is where that texture... Oh, that's interesting. It is showing... It's like sometimes it would X-ray the block that's behind it.
Yeah.
But this seems
So
to be
I'm showing my
behaving
stream.
itself. What's that?
So I'm showing the stream. So we now have what we have now in that single block. You've got the andesite stone brick and you've got the wild vine. So whenever you're wanting to, if you want to change stuff, you can select like that, and then let's see, go that.
Yeah, if you paintbrush on the andesite cobblestone, or that's not andesite cobblestone. If you paintbrush something else, it will replace it.
Yeah. So yeah, Grant, I'm looking at that, thinking to myself, or even for the wall that we have around the.
Just don't rotate it.
CC, don't rotate it.
Yeah.
But that would be a way to add in creeping vines.
Yeah.
So you could play around with different objects. Oh, wallpaper is the other one. You can get a solid... Can I use one of these wallpapers?
Yeah.
So you can definitely do wallpaper as well. Let's stick it on there.
Ah.
So you get a solid block of wallpaper.
And that, it does show. So now I'm looking at this, and that block is showing painting, Hunter in the Forest, and blue wallpaper. That's the two textures that are in that block.
Yeah.
And then we can knock this back.
That you should be able to rotate. It's just that for whatever reason, the grass vines don't like it.
So being able to knock that back so we can just release that one panel.
Yeah, the other fun one, well, you can do it with the copper parts. Oh, that's the old storage link. I haven't seen that one. I think someone told me today you can do it with ingots.
Huh?
I could try it here. What's your most common ingot? I guess this...
Just grab any of them. You got some copper there. Meteoric iron. Yeah.
That's like the rare one at first, but you quickly end up with...
Yeah. It's a way I'm just flexing.
No, it doesn't like
just
that.
Use
I
meteoric
don't
iron.
think it works with the ingot, which is odd because someone told me today they do it with ingots. Oh, maybe it was something else. No, it doesn't work with the ingot anyways. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get when you start playing with it. Some just won't work. Like if I take one of your shoots, copper shoots, I'm pretty sure that'll work. Can I take an elbow shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a straight shoot. Do you have the... Oh, there's a shoot section. See if that works, because that's only one copper. No, because I don't think that's a block. That's an item. But the elbow shoot... Oh, there we go. I guess that's a cheap way to get a solid copper block.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Because that would take 6 plates, wouldn't it? Is it 3 plates or 6 plates? If it even gets you that
I just have to look up the copper block.
think you can
Yeah,
do it with
6
some of
plates for
the
the
shingle
riveted.
tiles and stuff also.
Yeah, it's
You
6
can play
plates
around
for
with it
the-
anyways. Most of them shouldn't crash you.
Most of them shouldn't crash you. But it's only a 1-for-1, right?
Oh,
So
I remember a
for
cool.
the
Do you have a barrel? The barrel one was
Yeah.
a really cool. Someone found. The barrel was quite interesting for decorative purposes, as I recall. And the other one was the amethyst crystals. I had a whole room like this on Aura Fury on the last one when I was playing on. That was just like stupid blocks that I had made with the paintbrush.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Barrel. Nope, that's not the barrel.
That's an axe. So, and I've been using the. There you go.
Oh,
See,
look
it's
at-
interesting.
Oh,
It's an interesting decorative block. I think it's the top of the barrel is what you're getting.
oh, with the closed barrel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think it is.
yeah.
Yep, it is.
But it's an interesting block for details, like on
Yeah.
a wall or something.
Yeah.
So you'll find stuff like that.
That's what
Just remember, it eats the block. Flowers
Tyron-
and plants don't really work very well. Because it's got like a weird you get the flower, but you get all the versions of it. It's really weird. It doesn't look good. You can do fabric, I'm pretty sure.
oh, like the blue fabric.
Yeah, one of the fabric. Maybe I can't remember if it's I don't remember all the stuff. Oh, I think you can do the storage vessels, maybe?
I
I
want to
can't
see
remember
leather.
now. It's been a while since I played with it.
Does leather work?
It might.
What
If
do
it's
you
an-
hit for?
You just right-click on... Here, let's make a new one. If you put it in slot 1 and right-click with the brush, it should work.
Yeah, nothing's disappearing.
If it's
out
going
of
to
my
work, it's
inventory.
going to work. Otherwise...
Yeah, the inventory stayed at 128 on the leather.
Yeah, if it's an item and not a block, it won't work for sure.
Okay.
That's interesting. Actually, that's just interesting in its own right because you've got a barrier block there.
Yeah,
What's
as I
that?
say, it's invisible for me, but now it's there. It was
it's
just for a
back.
moment.
Yeah.
Glitch. It's a shame if it actually did go invisible. That would be powerful.
So I was curious. Why the vine works. Then
I don't know.
Is that considered a block?
I guess. I don't question it. Don't rotate it.
Ours is not the reason why.
Basically, like when I made the paintbrush, I was turning off some of the safety. Where there's a very strict check for is it a block?
Yeah.
I wonder if this works. This scribe table. That's a more rare part you may not want to. Hey, how are these things turning? These kerns.
Oh, from underneath.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah. So if you look to the side, see the chert rock grating that I made
oh, okay.
to make it look like a fenced area.
Yeah.
And then I've got my power being transferred
Yeah,
over.
that's how you have to automate it
Yeah.
underneath. I was just confused because I didn't see the machines. I think the shingles, the fire clay, maybe not the shingles, but the...
Punk wants me to try steel.
I don't think the ingots, a plate would work, but that's expensive.
Yeah, not working. Not an ingot.
Oh, here's an iron plate. I'm 90% sure that works.
What
If you
about
want to
things
burn
like
two
some
iron.
of these unusable clutter blocks like the pipe or
Most of them don't work, I'm pretty sure. Because the clutter blocks have special code for... And of course, if you don't like how this is, you just add another material on top for the top.
Yeah, I'm not getting the plate from position 1 going.
Oh, a plate may not be a block, actually.
Oh, we're gonna test all kinds of stuff, punk.
Yeah.
So, Gran, this barrel trick here.
Yeah.
You chisel out those the two center voxels in the middle of the ring there.
Yeah.
That'll make a brilliant hidden button for hidden door.
Ah.
Yeah.
Just press the two.
Does look like a button's horn.
Well, that's a ring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking the two voxels slap bang in the center there are almost like, you could.
You can actually inset
that.
it like that.
Yeah.
That looks pretty sharp, actually.
Yeah.
And then if you were to do the open closed door model and have it with the two voxels forward and the two voxels back, you'd effectively have a button.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that one level, I just took off a layer with the second mode of the pan planer. Gives it some depth.
Oh,
and I think
man.
it activates the ambient occlusion, so you get that little...
So we didn't have any life before, but now we've got even less.
We're gonna be busy.
It'd be like, welcome back when we chisel the second block of the build.
Yeah.
I have-
one episode per block.
I have a feeling now that I'm gonna have to go totally crazy on dye making.
Can I just ask a question about the spider earlier? You had it standing on the floor, and then you mirrored it, and it went sort of like underneath the top of the block, and then you did something, and it mirrored it, but it was within the same block.
Yeah, that's the... if you take a picture, you've used the pantograph.
Yeah.
Okay, so you... Here, we'll take this picture.
The add shape mode, isn't it? That's the third option along.
Yeah, it's the third option. Attach shape mode is kind of like whatever... Here, let's grab like this one.
Yeah.
The sparrow one.
Mm-hmm.
So if I use attach shape mode, it's going to combine the two blocks.
Oh.
So anywhere that this one is an error, it will add it. Otherwise, it'll leave it alone. Versus the full paste or replace shape mode, I guess it's called.
Right. Okay.
Oh, this does have paste materials, but I don't know if that works in survival in this version. The newer versions, you can paste materials and it will draw the materials. Well, the newest version, you can paste the entire block, including all the materials, if you have it in your inventory in survival.
Right.
Which is like pretty huge when you actually start using it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you consider that the road that I've done with the slate road, where I've chiseled off the top layer, I then had to go around every single one and had the
No,
bottom.
Yeah.
Well, that's the regular
Then-
pantograph function. But
Yeah.
if you've mixed materials with the newest version, you can
Right.
paste that all in one go.
Oh.
Oh wow. What is the create copy protected block?
Okay,
option
so
on
if
Pantograph?
it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to do it on this stupid block. No one will want to copy it anyways. So I've hit it now. So now the pantograph, basically, you can modify this, but you cannot snapshot it. So the pantograph is basically disables the pantograph taking a picture of this block ever again. And there's no undoing with that. So make sure you've saved it to your
So
portfolio. Because
breaking
I've
and
had people
resetting it.
email me, I screwed up my block. Can I get it back? I'm like, no.
So if you
It's,
break it
so
and
even-
reset it,
yeah.
it won't come back.
No. See, this chiseling I've done now is
Yeah.
not copyable. So you can still do what you want, but it's meant for like on servers if you want to sell a statue and make it limited
Oh,
run.
I see.
An NTF.
NFT.
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 Yeah.
NFT.
I was
Coming
actually
soon.
joking about, but that was someone one.
Yeah, coming soon. Rusty Gears NFTs.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
But the other way to block people from copying on servers is to, if it's in your claim or if it's reinforced, then I'm pretty sure none of the tools won't touch it either.
Yeah, that is not something that I've done a lot of, the reinforcing.
Well, it's good if you want to make a chisel area and you don't want to screw everything up. Then just reinforce
Yeah.
all the walls and stuff, and then even
Trying
the
to remember
vanilla.
what that is. That's called the plum, isn't it? And that would
Yeah,
make
yeah.
plum and
And it
squares.
uses by default. I think it uses rocks.
Yeah.
But if you have iron ingots, it will use those. But that's like that'd be on a hardcore server. You'd be worried about someone. Then they'd have to completely break the block like 100 times or something before it would break.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it actually protects it from ore bombs also.
Oh, okay. That's handy to protect it from chiseling if you don't want to chisel it. And when you get to 119, then I'll have all sorts of other things to show you.
Looking forward to it. I know I really do enjoy. I want to take this opportunity to tell you thank you from the players for everything you've done in the modding
absolutely.
community.
No.
Some of the landmark mods that I've used in most of my series, you've been the central part to most of them. So I do appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
And
Absolutely.
I think I speak for everybody on the Rusty Gears server saying,
Yeah.
don't feel like you have to be a stranger. If you
Okay.
decide you want to pop in on the server sometime and just see how things are going, we'll leave you active as
Okay.
an honorary member, so you can pop back on and kind of dink
That's
around and see how things are doing.
Whoops.
Especially once we get Southtown finished off. That'll be a fun place to go kind of play around in.